Mr. Schroeder, everybody! Thank you. That's as close as men can get to like emotion. That was like the first time we've seen each other in 2 years, and he was like, hey, I've known this guy forever, and then he could hear like how much of a bitch he was being. He's like, yeah, I fucking hate him or whatever. It's not like, okay. What's up, guys? Are you sick of comedy yet? Yeah, that wasn't knowing, you know. Honestly, we thought there was going to be one less comedian on the show. I just came to hang out. This is not like my show outfit. It's not like comedians dress well. Anyway, I'm probably like the third best dressed comedian on the show. Just accidentally, in a hoodie covered with stains. Who's been everyone's favorite so far? I only saw the last couple. Did I miss something in the beginning? Did anyone bomb horribly? No, thank you. Everyone else was like, don't want to say anything. It's been a good show. That's good. Anybody, where's the party after this? Apartments? Oh, Carmen's. Is that a bar or the comedian who was up earlier? No, I know her personally, and the last thing she wants is any of you to go to her. Here's if you leave here with nothing else, just know that what comedians do it's all a lie. We're all miserable people who want to be left to our. Don't even try. Like Damien's in the back right now watching. When the show's over, don't even make eye contact with him. He will be livid. Be very upset. Not me. I'm one of the cool ones. I'm chill. You know, I still have a day job. Yeah. Believe it or not, being a comedian you've never heard of doesn't pay very well. So you have to go to work. I'm a mover here in the city. Thank you. Really? I've never gotten a positive response for that. Usually when I say that, people just silently judge my body and don't believe me. I start wearing more hoodies on stage. This is nice. It's good.
Are you from Philly?
I did actually open the floor to questions. Not a lot of people thought that. It was a silent thing, but I was ready to field all questions. So thank you, ma'am, for catching that. You just couldn't, it was something about the Eagles hoodie. You forgot yourself. It's just something about seeing the Eagles and you're like, go Birds! Are you from Philly? Okay, it would be weird if you weren't. You're just like, no, I just wanted to start a conversation in the middle of a show. Yeah, I was born in Philly and then I grew up in South Florida. I am just the perfect storm of white trash. The worst of, oh my god, this cord is tangled. You guys wouldn't get it, but in show business, this is what we call a tangled cord. Yeah, I'm not good at anything I've learned living in New York. Very hard to keep a job here. I don't know about you guys, I'm getting fired constantly. It's one thing if someone doesn't like your comedy, maybe they come up after a show and they're like, hey, don't quit your day job. My day jobs are like, look, we don't want to be here. He stinks at this dude, no one will take me. I miss unemployment. Anybody else? Just me, the only other person from Philly? Statistically, that's not possible, all right? Many others of you will receive it wasn't just me, all right? People get very upset when you talk about unemployment. They're like, no one's working anymore. Oh my God, we have no one to work. No one's working, they're all on unemployment. It's like, hold up, many of us are doing both, okay? Nobody here's with the IRS, right? We're good. We're talking about this openly. We've all been scamming the government. These last couple of years. I just got an email from the state that I had to reprove I was eligible for the unemployment I received during the pandemic. Did anybody else get that email? Just one other person? You? Yeah. How much do you make a year, sir? I'm sure you're down there with me in the bottom bracket. They're leaving these billionaires alone. They're coming for my 180 a week. They sent me this, I don't even know how to respond. They sent me this, I'm like, that's not how giving money works. You can't just show up 2 years later and be like, remember all that money I gave you? Might have been a hiccup. Also, you're not going to get that money back, government. I don't know. I'm sorry. They don't know anything about me. They try to send like some threatening language. Like, we will put liens on your wages. I'm like, look, I'm a comedian and a mover. Unless you figure out how to put lien on Venmo, you're fucked, all right? You're not touching my money, all right? I'll never pay taxes again. We fucked up during the pandemic. It was the one time we had actual power. When we all got those stimulus checks for $600 or whatever it was, I don't remember now. That we all should have pooled our money together right then and there and bought, hear me out, a nuclear weapon. Now, just so every time they go to vote on like insulin prices or abortion, we just point it at the Capitol. Like, hey, remember, like don't do anything stupid. I'm not a political comedian, but I do have diabetes. I'm constantly afraid of getting my girlfriend pregnant. So these are the things I care about. She actually told me this week she doesn't want to be on birth control anymore. So this is the whole, you can't take away abortion because then they just start taking it out other places on us. Now she doesn't want to be on birth control. So now she's like, baby, would you consider getting a vasectomy? And I wanted to make her happy. I was like, dear, for you, I'll cut the whole thing off. Huh? One-time deal, everything must go. I read that in some states, they want to make people have funerals for their abortions. Yeah, they want to force people to hold funerals for like a whole funeral. Like I have to call out of work to go to a funeral. I don't know if my boss is gonna be okay with it. Like I have to have it. They're like, oh, I can't come in on Wednesday. I gotta go to a funeral. He'd be like, oh no, who died? Well, we hadn't settled on a name yet, but thank you. That was the comedian's laugh. That was the same laugh I gave when Doug said his cat had brain damage. No one else will find this funny. You snorted. It is something, we can all agree, something about a cat having brain damage makes it cuter than all the other cats. So we don't know why. We don't want to talk about it. It's too sad to think about it. You gave a yawn, sir. That's okay. I said it's 5 comedians in, all right? They can't all be, I thought I would go back to the Doug thing. Reassess. I moved in with my girlfriend during the pandemic, mostly so I didn't have to die on the street. It wasn't a romantic gesture. I was like, hey baby, I can't pay my rent, and so she's good. That's nice. Yeah, it's funny because I had a lot of friends who ran back home during the pandemic to live with their parents. Did anyone else realize that they were friends with secret millionaires during the pandemic? Just going on Instagram, just all these people I know were suddenly back at their parents' palatial Connecticut estates, 15 bathrooms. I'm just like, oh, I thought we were all poor. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I think it's a little pathetic, quite honestly, to be in your 30s, mooching off mommy and daddy. How about you grow up? How about you grow up and mooch off your girlfriend like an adult? And I don't want to hear from single people, because I was single when the pandemic started. I got on Bumble, and I got my ducks in a row, thank you. Just me and the Tinder swindler out there looking for a place to crash. We made it work! Yeah, the pandemic pets. My girlfriend has a dog from a previous relationship, so I spent the whole pandemic being this weird dog stepdad. I Have you guys ever met an animal that just doesn't respect you? It's trying. I'm yelling at this dog all the time. It's like, hey, get off the couch! It's like, look, you're not my real dad. I tell him, I'm like, look, I'm not your stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up, brother, okay? Have a little respect. Spend a lot of time together during the pandemic, just inside. Me and my girlfriend looking at each other, running out of stuff to say. You learn things about someone quickly. For instance, I found out my girlfriend has bigger hands than me. Right. A quick realization into the pandemic that I was living with. And she loves it, because she can just use it to emasculate me whenever she wants. It's her favorite. If I even get close to opening a jar, she just appears. She has like an alarm on the fridge, or so I don't know. Need a hand? No, Hawaii, I'm good actually. Go palm the basketball on the other roof, boy. We're out of this. And I hear the comments people make, you know, the little whispers. You say you have small hands, you're like, oh, small hands. You know what that means? Small hands? You must have a small dick. Well, to that I say, it looks pretty big when I'm holding it. Trying to get me into that poly life? Anybody? Any open? What are you laughing at, sir? You fuck. Anybody got an open thing going? Anybody swinging Philly again? You? And it was like a marriage. She was looking around. Does nobody else in this fucking town party? Everybody's just not getting unemployment and fucking their partner? What's going on? This borough changed, brother. How's the open thing going for you? Excellent. Okay. Any tips? Anything?
No, like as long as everybody's open and honest and nobody's getting hurt, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what she says, and I don't buy it. Yeah, I don't know. She's trying to get me to go to these sex parties. To me, a sex party sounds like the two places I'm least confident to go. To just humiliate me. It's like the Joker and the Riddler just popped up. But you make me read out loud too? It's not happening. And she's into the dirty talk. I don't know if you guys get into that. None for me. So during sex, I'm what's known as exhausted. I'm giving all I got. Just don't try to make me say things. I have no thoughts. I can't. There's nothing. She'll try to like coax it out of me too, in the heat of the moment. Well, what's going on? The other day she told me, she's like, "Oh, baby, tell me I'm a whore." I was like, "Look." You know you're a whore. I know you're a whore. You get the whole building involved in this now? Bushwick. Very thin wall. And I'm a little nervous about dirty talk because I got laughed at once. It's true. Yeah. No, I was in the heat of the moment, you know, the throes of passion with a young lady, and I said, go on, girl, get that nut. Turns out, she was not close at all. And that put her much further away. Put her into a whole different